Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Mountain Dew Park. 1 o'clock Central Time in the United States. Game number 2 of the 2024 Colt World Series. I'm Dave McKenzie. And in this matchup, it will be the Asian Zone champion, Tokyo, Japan, as they take on the South Zone champion from Palmview, Texas. Game number 1, a 10-inning affair to start this tournament as Prague, Czech Republic defeats Bay County, Michigan 10-6 in 10 innings. So Prague, Czech Republic advances on in the tournament. Bay County have to fight their way back up in the loser side of the bracket. These two teams out on the field going through final pitches here. Tokyo, Japan, quite the story trying to get to Marion, as they had 2 flights from Japan, and both flights were supposed to fly into St. Louis, Missouri, but the second flight was diverted to Chicago, so Pony Baseball had to send a bus to Chicago to bring them in here to Marion. And they got to Marion about 5:30 this morning, and here they are playing about 7 hours later. Tokyo will be the visiting team here in this game, as Palmview, Texas is the home team. It'll be Rene Rios, pitcher for Palmview, and we are underway here at 1:02 Central Time. Rios, first pitch taken for a ball. Next pitch off the plate for ball 2. Leading off for Tokyo, Japan, Yusei Nagatano, the center fielder, wears number 8, hits from the left side, up tied onto the plate, chops this one away. First fielded there by Silva. 1 up, 1 down now for Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo 6,484 miles from Marion, Illinois. At the plate, Hironobu Noguchi is the batter, the third baseman. Wears number 1, takes that one over the top of his head. Dodges out of the way. The count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Defensively for Palmview, Texas, DeAndre Rodriguez in left, Santiago Balderas in center, Luis Balderas in right, Fabrizio Salinas at third, Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. at short, Alexis Lopez at second, Gael Silva at first. That one's lined foul down the left field line. Martin Moreno, the catcher, and Rene Rios, the right-hander, the starting pitcher for Palmview, Texas. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Missed a little bit low to Hironobu Noguchi. Outfield playing straight away. Winds are calm here. Driven down the line. Foul by about 2 feet. Game number 2 of this Colt World Series. A possible 20 games. The championship game ending Tuesday night, 7 o'clock will be championship game here at the Colt World Series. The 6th year it's been held here in Marion, Illinois. Pitch just off the plate for a ball. Two and 2 is the count. 2-2. As Rios comes set, the pitch off the plate for ball 3. Mountain Dew Park is our location in Marion, Illinois. 320 down the left field line, 400 to straightaway center field, and then 330 down the line in right. AstroTurf field, AstroTurf mound. Hammered foul again. A lot of these players have probably never played turf. And I guarantee you most of these pitchers have never had to throw from an AstroTurf mound. Home for the Thrillville Thrillbillies. The 3-2 pitch. Catches the outside corner. Got him looking. Noguchi strikes out for out number 2. That's going to bring up Kazuke Taniguchi. Taniguchi hits from the left side. Where's number 4? We always enjoy when a team from Japan plays here at the Colt World Series. Their traditions, their love of the game, their respect for the game, their respect for the facilities they play in is unmatched. First pitch is taken for a called strike. Here's Rios, 0-1, misses outside, 1-1. And of course, being 16, getting in at 5:30, not an issue for them. They were here at 9 o'clock this morning, watching game number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the first inning, no score. The pitch from Rios, missing a little low. 3-1 now to Hironobu Noguchi. Noguchi, the third baseman. Man, he's right up on top of the plate. Bat held high over his left shoulder. Takes that one low and a walk issued. To Kosuke Tanaka. So the first runner of the game belongs to the Asian Zone champion. And that's going to bring up Radai Nakashi.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 18, Radai
Nakaoshi. He hits from the right side. He's the pitcher. Pitcher runner takes off. The throw down, not in time into center field, and that's going to allow Taniguchi to get to third, and they throw him out. What a throw from center from Santiago Balderas as he guns down the runner in Taniguchi. Third. Goes 7-5 on the put out for the third out. And so no harm, no foul for Tokyo, Japan. And that retires the side in the top of the first. No score. Palmview, Texas, coming to the plate for the first time here at the Colt World Series. Back in Marion, Illinois, the Colt World Series, game number 2, bottom of the first inning with Palmview, Texas, coming to the plate for the first time. It'll be Santiago Balderas to lead things off. Fabricio Salinas will hit second. Lopez hitting third. If anybody gets on, the number 4 hitter, Gilberto Rodriguez Jr., will come to the plate. Radai Nakaushi is the pitcher for Japan. The first pitch, a called strike. Suzuki in left, Nagatoma in center, Ishigaki is in right, infield, Noguchi at third, Kawaguchi at short, Taniguchi at second, and Ishikagi is at first. Matsuo is the catcher. Nakoshi is the pitcher, and he misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Game number 1, Prague, Czech Republic in 10 innings. Beats Bay County 10-6. This is a ground ball short. Kawaguchi gloves, throws errant to first. He gets away, and the runner's going to hold at first in Balderez. So that'll be a E6 error on the shortstop. Allows Balderez to lead off the game for Palmview, Texas, here in the bottom of the first inning. Fabrizio Salinas, the batter for the South Zone champion, Palmview, Texas. Palmview, a long way, about as far south in Texas as you can go. Go to San Antonio and turn south at San Antonio and keep going past Corpus Christi. And it is just across the border from Monterrey, Mexico. Palmview, just northwest of Metamora. Salinas square, shows bump, pitches wild, throws to the backstop, and that's going to allow Balderez to advance to second. So he's in scoring position for Palmview here in the first inning. Palmview, Texas, the champion. Salinas bats from the left side, shows bunt, pulls it back, drives this toward center. Liner going to drive it. The runner at second had to hold up to see if it was going to get down. He advances to third in Balderez. And so the first 2 are aboard for Palmview, Texas here in the bottom of the first inning. That's going to bring up Alexis Lopez, the second baseman. Lopez bats from the right side, wears number 6 as he looks down toward coach at third base. So no score, but Team Texas threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. Nakaoshi from the stretch. Deals down the middle. Strike. Runner takes off for second. No tag put on. They cut it off. So now, Palmview, Texas with 2 runners in scoring position. Salinas second. Balderez is at third. Base hit, could score 2 here. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Nakaoshi. Pitch. Fouled off right at the plate. Keeps it 0-2. Cloudy skies here in Marion, 83 degrees at game time. Expecting it to stay right around 83. Be a little bit warmer through the weekend, and then throw in a bigger chance of showers and thunderstorms pretty much all weekend. May have to deal with that. No ball, 2 strike. Pitch. Low for a ball, 1-2. Just a bit of a breeze. Doesn't affect anything here. Earlier it was from center toward home, then it shifted toward left field. Now it's kind of blowing toward right. Nakaoshi's pitch. Low again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. Field temperatures will 10 to 15 degrees warmer than the air temperature. towards second. They hold the runner at third. Nope, they have him trapped. He comes down the line. They get the runner at third. They throw back to second. The ball is thrown into center field, but good backup out there by the left fielder, Suzuki, who'd come in. The center fielder, Nogatoma. So fielder's choice by Lopez. But they get Balderez, and it goes 4-2-5 on the putout for out number one. Also holds the runner Salinas at second. So Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. is the batter. Rodriguez bats from the right side. Pitch a little bit low for a ball. Want to know the count. Rodai Nakaoshi, the pitcher, from the stretch with 2 runners on. His pitch down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. This game about 1 hour late in starting because of the extra inning game in game 1 that went 10 innings. These games normally 7-inning ball games. Rodriguez shows bunt. Nakaoshi steps off. Outfield playing straight away. Infield playing back. They'd like 2 with 1 down. Runners at first and second. The 1-1 pitch. Bunted up the third base line, foul. 2 now to Rodriguez Jr. On deck, Luis Balderez, the right fielder. And if he gets on, Gael Silva. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, no score here. Bottom of the first inning. Nakaoshi. That's hit foul right to our right. Up onto the roof here at Mountain Dew Park. Ballpark seats about 6,500 in the seats. A couple of areas with grass seating. You can see one out toward right field, right center field. They throw behind the runner at second. He's able to get back in safely. This year that the Colt World Series has been held here in Marion, Illinois. 6th year of calling these games here. Enjoy doing them with you. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's hit in the air toward left. Going back to Suzuki. He camps under it, makes the catch, holds the runners. So 2 down. And that's going to bring up Luis Balderez, the right fielder for Palmview, Texas.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4, Luis Balderez Valdez.
So Nakaoshi with 2 outs throws 1 inside for on deck. Gael Silva. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. 78 on the clock with that fastball. Nakaoshi. Still 2 runners aboard. Salinas at second. Past the runner at first. The pitch, that is hit down the right field line, just barely foul. And I'm talking by about 6 inches or so. Didn't miss by much. But the runners have to return. And Luis Balderez comes back to the plate, picks up the bat. Balderez digs back in. from the right side. Nakaoshi, the pitch. Toward third, gloved. Tag the runner. Good job by Noguchi to make the play. As he tags out the runner, Salinas heading to third. And that ends the first inning. We have no score. We're heading to the second between Palmview, Texas and Tokyo, Japan, coming to the plate here at the 2024 Colt World Series. Top of the second inning here in game number 2. No score between Palmview, Texas and Tokyo, Japan. Rodai Nakaoshi is the batter, the pitcher. With the 1-0 pitch, it's this toward third, but it's pulled foul. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nakaoshi to lead things off. Soshi Ishigaki is on deck, and Shota Hiramoto is in the hole. First 3 to come to the plate here in this contest. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rene Rios, the pitcher for Palmview. His pitch. Little liner toward first and gloved there by Gael Silva for the first out. 1 down. Soshi Ishigaki.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 7, Soshi Ishigaki.
Ishigaki bats from the right side. Wears number 17 with 1 down here in the top of the second inning. Oh, takes that one up high. And hits him on the arm, so hit by a pitch. Ishigaki heads to first. Shota Hiramoto is the batter. So a runner aboard for Japan, their first runner of the game.
Now batting, first baseman number 15, Shota Hiramoto.
Shota Hiramoto is the batter. Hiramota. They check the runner at first. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Rios throws to first again. Ishigaki back into first. Shota Hiramoto, the batter they throw again. The ball gets away from the first baseman Silva, but he tracks it down. Hiramoto stands at the plate on the right side, paying close attention to the runner at first, Rene Rios, from the stretch. Looks in, gets his sign, takes a peek at first, comes set, here's the pitch. Hammered toward the left side, 2-hopper to short, the throw across in. So Hiramoto retired 6-3 on the putout for the second out. And that's going to bring up Kenshiro Matsuo. So 2 down with a runner at second.
Now batting, the catcher, number 2, Kenshiro Matsuo.
Pitch missing just outside from Rios. 2 balls, no strikes. Outfield, straight away. Guarding the line toward right. As Rios steps off. Rodriguez in left, Balderas in center. That's Santiago. In center, Luis Balderas in right. Salinas at third. Rodriguez Jr. at short. Lopez at second. Silva at first. And Moreno behind the plate. Ooh, outside corner, good pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike. Matsuo from the left side. Rio steps off, wipes the sweat off his brow. Now he gets back on the mound. Plants that right foot on the pitching rubber, spins and throws towards second. And Lopez did a good job to get a glove on it to knock it down. Three and 1, just outside, walks him. Matsuo picks up. It's 2 on for Japan with 2 out. And that's going to bring in Rios' fielder. Suzuki comes to the right side of the plate. Suzuki, number 9. He's the left fielder. The bat high over his head. The pitch from Rios, just off the plate for ball 1. They check the runner, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the winner of this game will play tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock against Youngstown, Ohio, who got a bye. 2 teams got the bye. Excuse me. Youngstown, Ohio, and Team Southern Illinois. That's hit straight back foul. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. The umpire behind the plate gets a couple of new baseballs. Pony League Baseball. Pony stands for Protect Our Nation's Youth. In the International Colt World Series, the Colt Division, 16 to 13 to 16-year-olds here in this tournament. Pitch misses out. It's a count full now with 2 down. 2 on, 2 out, 3-2. Rene Rios, the pitcher for Palmview, Texas. Comes set, the pitch. Hit in the air towards left. He got a little left fielder. Rodriguez chases and makes the catch. Just short of the warning track in left. Long fly ball, just a long out to end the inning for Tokyo, Japan. Couple of runners aboard, but nobody scores. In Palmview, Texas, the home team in this game coming to the plate here in the bottom of the second. No score at the 2024 Colt League World Series. Bottom of the second inning here at game number 2 of this Colt League Series. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Gael Silva, the first baseman, leading off for the South Zone champion Palmview, Texas squad. Nakaoshi remains on the mound for Team Japan. The first pitch is hit foul. No runs, no hits for Japan. No runs, 1 hit for Texas. No score, though. Japan has 1 error. That was a throwing error. Curveball hangs inside. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nakaoshi comes inside once again, a little bit low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Missing inside 3 and 1 now. Gael Silva, Lyford High School. Lyford, Texas. This one in the air towards center. Coming over to make the catch is Nogatoma. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Now DeAndre Rodriguez is the batter.
Number 7, DeAndre Rodriguez.
Rodriguez hits from the right side. He attends Rio Grande High School, Rio Grande City, Texas. A junior this year. First pitch is a strike. Odell Beckham Jr., his favorite player in other sports. Patrick Mahomes, a couple of good choices there. Texas has just one hit in this game. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Correction, bottom of the second inning. Nakaoshi comes to the plate. Curveball misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 down. Outfield deep and straight away. Even at the corners on the infield. And it looks like manager Norio Iseke has questions for the home plate umpire. Not exactly sure what the delay is, what the question is. Of course, there's an interpreter here to help for communication between the umpires and our international teams. So, looks like we've got a defensive replacement. Coming in is going to be Shota Horimoto to replace Noguchi at third. Noguchi goes to the dugout, so number 15, Shota Hirimoto. Is the new third baseman, a defensive replacement. So Hirimoto, the new third baseman. For Team Japan, I'm Dave McKenzie. Thank you for tuning in here on our YouTube live stream. We'll have all 20 games of this Colt League. You're on the Pony and Baseball and Softball YouTube channel. 6th year that the tournament has been held here in Marion. Of course, last year it was the Southern Illinois squad that won this championship. The year before it was the team from Marion that won, and then Southern Illinois won the year before that, back in 2021. So Southern Illinois teams have done very well against this international field over the course of the last 3 years.
Now pitching for Tokyo, Japan, Yuhei Sonoyama.
It's a new pitcher as well. Number 13, Yuhei Sonoyama. He comes in to relieve Radai Nakaoshi. Sonoyama's first pitch puts the count at 3-1. This one fouled out of play to the right.
All foul balls to the closest dugout. Thank you.
Sonoyama, the left-hander, from the stretch with no curveball, fouled right at the plate. Good pitch. 66 on that curveball. Suzuki in left. Nagatoma is in center. Nagatoma in center. And called third strike to get DeAndre Rodriguez strikes out looking for out number 2. And that's going to bring Austin Bazan.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 10, Austin Bazan.
Bazan bats from the right side, wears number 10 on his back. Plainview, Texas, wearing the sky blue jerseys with the white pants, red stripes, red lettering. Team Japan wearing all white with black stripes over each shoulder. Sonoyama comes set, the pitch, slow. So slow the pitch clock didn't even pick it up. Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss. Fastball came right back at 75. Good pitching right there from Sonoyama. Catches the outside corner with a curveball for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bazan. Wide stance. Looks at one low, evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nagatoma shaded just a step or 2 toward left. And Bazan takes one on the ankle. Hit by a pitch is going to put him at first. That's going to bring up the catcher, Martin Moreno. So Moreno comes to the plate with a runner on, no score here. Bottom of the second inning, correction.
Now batting, the catcher, number 21, Martin Moreno III.
Moreno takes the ball inside, it comes to the backstop, and the runner in Bazan advances to second on the pass ball. So that puts him in scoring position. Back in the first, Texas had but couldn't push runners at second and third, but couldn't push one home. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Off speed, misses up high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Throw down to third, not in time as Bazan's able to pick up the stolen base on the pitch high. So Bazan now just 90 feet away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Through 2-2. Well, okay. This is hit toward center. Nagatoma can't make the play in center field. It bounces all the way to the wall. 1 run comes in, and chugging his way toward third is Moreno as he slides into third base. Moreno with a triple. Nagatoma made a good play out in center field trying to get there. Just couldn't make the catch. He falls to the ground. The ball rolls to the wall. And Moreno winds up at third base. And the first run in the game belongs to Palmview, Texas. Moreno, the catcher, not the fleetest of foot, but he legs out a triple and a courtesy runner.
Fernando Gonzalez Jr.
Fernando Gonzalez is the courtesy runner at third base. So apparently they can't have the courtesy runner, and Moreno's going to have to go back to third base. Not exactly sure how that happens.
Thanks, Matt.
So at the plate, the leadoff hitter for Palmview, Texas, San Diego Balderas. San Diego reached on an error by the shortstop back in the first inning. That's the one error we've had in the game.
Not batting. The center fielder.
He was stranded at third at the end of the first, but he comes to the plate here in the second with a runner just 90 feet away, and Moreno. Two down. Texas leads it 1-0. No courtesy runners in this tournament. Here's the pitch. Catches the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a hard ground ball toward third. Glove there. Throw across is in time. That ends the inning as Texas strands a runner at third base, but they pushed one across. They lead it 1-0. We're heading to the top of the third inning. Tokyo, Japan coming to the plate here at the 2024 Colt League World Series. So leading things off for Team Japan here in the top of the third inning, Isa Kawaguchi is the batter. His first time to the plate coming here in the top of the third inning. Bats from the right side. Texas leads Japan 1-0 here. It's game number 2. Pitch low from Rios. Runs a count 3-0 to the number 9 hitter in this Tokyo, Japan lineup. Outfield, straight away for Palmview, Texas. Rios pitch inside, 4 straight balls to put the leadoff runner aboard here in the third inning for Tokyo. And so Ruben Lopez, the coach for Palmview, wants to go out. He takes the ball. Pitcher, he'll make a pitching change here as Rios strides his way toward the dugout. So some defensive changes coming, as it's going to be Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. that takes over on the mound. We'll get the defensive changes and be back here at the Colt World Series. So the new pitcher for Palmview, Texas, is the shortstop, Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. He moves from short to the mound, and the designated hitter, Austin Bazan, moves to short. Infield in at the corner, way in at third. Runner at first in Kawaguchi. At the plate, Yusei Nagatomo. Nagatomo grounded out his first time up. He shows bunt, bats from the left side, pulls it back, fouls that one straight back. The count now 1-1. Texas leads at 1-0 here, top of the third inning. Almost shows bunt once again. Pulls it back. Takes one inside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Just a light breeze blowing here at the park. About 2 o'clock Central Time in the United States. Thank you to everybody that's watching right now here on our YouTube channel. About 245 of you, 246 watching right now. 2 balls, 1 strike with nobody out. Nagatoma at the plate. The pitch from Rios. From Gilberto Rodriguez. Rodriguez pitch off the plate. Misses again, walks him. So 2 aboard for Japan. Back-to-back walks by Japan. Has the first 2 on. So now it's going to be Shota Hiramoto that comes to the plate. We're here in the 3rd inning.
Now batting. 1.
Neither team scored in the 1st inning.
Noguchi.
So it's Hironobu Noguchi. That is the batter. Not Shota Hiramoto. So Noguchi bats here in the 3rd inning. Runners in front of him at 1st and 2nd. First pitch catches the outside corner from Rodriguez for a called strike. Outfield straight away. And about 6 steps in front of the bag at first. Third baseman even with the bag with the runner at 2nd. So Japan, their batters tend to show bunt and then pull back to swing away. Noguchi this time slaps that one foul up the first baseline. So Texas showing some respect at third, playing their third baseman in case they do lay down that bunt. Silva back even with the bag now. The pitch fouled toward the dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from Rodriguez. Right side, Silva gloves, throws to second, gets the force there. The runner at second in Kamaguchi advances to third. So the fielder's choice for Noguchi. The first out. And that brings Kosuke Taniguchi to the plate. Taniguchi. Oh, close play on the throw to first. As Noguchi was able to get a hand back in.
Number 4, second baseman, Kosuke.
Taniguchi hits from the left side. He walked his first time up. And then he was thrown out in the first inning, batting for the second time here in the third. Rodriguez comes, curveball misses outside for ball 1. Runners at the corner for Team Japan. They're down 1-0 here in the top of the third inning. Taniguchi from the left side of the plate. Throw over to third. And Kamaguchi's able to get in safely, easily, standing up. First game for each of these teams. This is only game number 2 of the tournament. We'll have 4 today. Ball misses away, and the runner at first takes second easily. As Noguchi slides into second, so now both runners in scoring position with 1 out. Taniguchi at the plate. Ready for the next pitch from Rodriguez Jr. Here it is. Off the plate for a ball, 3-0. So Rodriguez Jr. needs to come to him here. Taniguchi probably looking for a fastball here. Rodriguez. Fastball, in for a strike. Catches the inside corner. He thought it was inside, but the strike call goes to Rodriguez. Here's the 3-1. Hammered foul. Runs the count full now, 3-2 with 1 down. Japan a real threat here in this 3rd inning. The next game will feature Covina, California against Nicaragua. Ground ball gets through the right side. That's going to score 1. 2 runs are going to score. A 2 RBI single by Kozuke Taniguchi. And Japan has taken the lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. They lead it 2-1 on the RBI single from Taniguchi. And that's going to bring up
Now batting.
Nakaoshi.
Number 18, red die. Nakaoshi.
Nakaoshi hits from the right side, takes the first pitch for ball 1. 2-1 Japan after scoring 2 runs here in the 3rd inning. Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. on the mound. The pitch fouled straight back by Nakaoshi. Nakaoshi grounded out. The throw to first gets past the first baseman. That allows the runner, Taniguchi, to scoot down to second base. So runner in scoring position at second. Still just 1 out. Slow pace to this ball game. All missing off the plate. Moreno framed it for the home plate umpire, didn't get the call. So now it's 2-1. Rodriguez set. That's it down the line and right, but it's going to go foul. The ramp area here at Mountain Dew Park.
Mexico, how they want to be announced and all that good stuff. So this is their numbers and all that.
Awesome.
That's not till tonight, Dave.
Okay, thank you. Swing and a miss. The pitcher's way. He just kind of threw the bat at it, and they get the strikeout. They completed it first base on the throw down. It's 2 down now with the runner at second. And that's going to bring up Soshi Ishigaki. Ishigaki comes to the plate. He was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning. In the 3rd, and the first pitch is called strike. 71 mile an hour pitch from Rodriguez Jr.
Right fielder, number 17, Shoshi Ishigaki.
This one back. Seats right below us. Actually doesn't even make it to the seats. Gets caught in the net. Right in front of us. My seat, I am located. It's right behind home plate. perfect view of the ballpark. The 0-2 from Rodriguez misses for ball one. Ishigaki, the right fielder, as we said, was hit by a pitch back in the second and was stranded there. Hits here in the third with a runner at second and two down. The 1-2. Little second base glove there by Valdez for out number 3. Japan scores 2 runs though here in the top of the third, and they take the lead. They lead it 2-1. Palmview, Texas, coming to the plate here at the 2024 Colt League World Series. New pitcher for Team Japan here in the bottom of the third inning, Shota Hiramoto.
From Palmview, Texas.
Hiramoto, number 15 on your roster for scoring at home. And the first pitch taken for ball one. Leading off here for Palmview, Texas, Fabrizio Salinas. Salinas singled his first time up. Bats from the left side, takes one inside, just above the feet. 2 balls and no strikes. 85 degrees here in Marion at Mountain Dew Park. Right down the middle for a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. Nice little breeze blowing in from center field. That's pulled foul. Right field line. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game number 3, which will be late as this game got started late, probably about 4 o'clock Central Time. Covina, California, Messiah, and Nicaragua. Messiah, Nicaragua. This is lifted Left side. Third baseman calls for it. And Noguchi makes the catch. So 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the third inning for Palmview, Texas. First out. And Alexis Lopez will come to the plate.
Now batting, shortstop, number 6, Alexis Lopez.
Big swing and a miss on a 78 mile an hour fastball from Hiramota. Hiramota comes set. He works from the stretch. Curveball in there for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out, nobody aboard. Japan leads this game here in the third. Swings for a strikeout. Out number 2 takes care of Lopez. Now the pitcher, Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. comes to the plate. Gilberto popped out to left his first time up. That was the second out back in the inning number 1. Bats from the right side. Hiramota from the stretch again. His first pitch. He has pulled down the left field line, or toward left rather, for a single. And that's going to bring up Luis Balderas. Balderas hit into the fielder's choice back in the first.
Now batting, second baseman.
Balderas, number 4, hits from the right side with the runner on and Rodriguez in front of him. 2 down, 1 aboard. Hiramota's pitch a little bit low for ball 1. Game number 1 went 10 innings to start this tournament off. Prague, Czech Republic, a ground ball towards short. Little flip for the outs. That ends the inning as Palmview, Texas, unable to push one across. Japan leads 2-1. We're heading to the 4th inning. Japan leads it 2-1. This is your 2024 Colt World Series. Tokyo, Japan comes to bat here in the 4th inning. Horimoto, Matsuo,
Tokyo, Japan.
and Suzuki.
Sota.
Gilberto Rodriguez still on the mound for Palmview, Texas. Hiramoto grounded out to short his first time up. Bats from the right side. The pitch from Rodriguez Jr. for ball 1. 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error for Japan. Texas, 1 run on 3 hits. They've committed 1 error. That pitch taken low for ball 2. 2-0. The crowd all tucked up underneath the overhang here at Mountain Dew Park, out of the sun. 3 balls, no strikes. Rodriguez needs a strike. Hiramoto, strike. Hits it in the air on the right side. And it's going to fall incomplete. Great effort out there by Balderez. In right field, he came diving across the foul line, with the ball about 3 feet from him. Great effort by Balderez. He jumps back up, gets back to his spot there in right field. Rodriguez Jr. comes set. Here's the pitch. Right down the pipe for a strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. Nobody on, nobody out. Japan, the 1-run lead. It's 2-1. Hiramoto at the plate. Looks at one away, picks up the walk to lead things off. And that's going to bring Kenshiro Matsuo to the plates. Matsuo, the catcher, he walked his first time up. No balls, 1 strike. Curveball. And that was a beauty. Big old hack from Matsuo, but couldn't get anything on it. So it's 0-2 from Rodriguez Jr. That's it, foul. Into the seats off to the left side. Coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, we'll have the official opening ceremonies where all the teams will be on the field. They'll be introduced. It's quite the event. Hope you'll tune in. That was scheduled for 6 o'clock, but with the length of the first game, probably will be closer to 7, maybe 7. There's a 3 o'clock game. That will be closer to 4 as we are at team. And that'll be Covina, California, and Masaya, Nicaragua. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Rodriguez as he gets Matsuo to swing. And that's the first out. And that's going to bring up Ryo Suzuki. Rowe comes to the plate, bats from the right side. Left his first time up. That was back in the second inning. He bats here in the 4th with a runner on at first. He hits a ground ball toward short, booted there. Can't make the flip to second. Throw on. They get the run. Good recovery by Bazan at short. So 6-3 on the putout for out number 2. Hiramoto advances to second. And now it's going to be Kamaguchi. Isa Kamaguchi. He walked and scored 2 runs for Japan back in inning number 3. Hiramoto, the runner at second. Kamaguchi, the bat. Rodriguez Jr., the pitcher for Palmview, Texas. From the stretch, comes set the pitch. Oh, just missed. Just missed. 2 ball, no strikes. Pitch taken inside for 3-0. Out. Rodriguez Jr., Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. does not want to walk another batter. So Kamaguchi Fastball low, picks up the walk. So 2 aboard. Top of the order we go for Tokyo, Japan. Yusei Nagatomo. Nagatomo today is 0 for 2, or excuse me, 0 for 1 with a walk. Grounded out to first to start this game. He walked back in the third, bats here in the fourth with 2 aboard. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Or excuse me, 2-1 and 1 for Japan. 1-3-1 for Palmview, Texas. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out. That's what I need to say. We start to see Covina, California team warm up down the right field line. Rodriguez Jr. misses away. Runs the count to 2-0. Well, we got just a second here. A little conversation at the mound. Got to say thank you to tournament director and chairman Steve Miller and the executive chairman Rachel Stroud and the entire volunteer staff. We were here last night for dinner and got to do a couple of interviews, and they do such a good job. This pitch is fouled toward the right side. It's heading toward the seats, and it gets in the seats. About 6 rows up.
Please return all foul balls to the nearest dugout for a token for free Folgers ice cream.
Two balls, 1 strike with 2 out. 2 aboard. Hiramoto, the runner at second. Kawaguchi, the runner at first, and the pitch is low. Ground ball, right side, gloved by Valdez. He flips to first to get the outs. 4-3 on the putout, and that ends the top of the 4th inning for Tokyo, Japan. But they lead this ball game over Palmview, Texas, 2-1. Palmview coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th here at the Colt World Series. Palmview, Texas comes to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They trail it by 1. Tokyo, Japan, 2 runs. Palmview with just a solo run, and it's Gael Silva, the first baseman, leading things off for Palmview. Japan, 2 runs on 1 hit. Texas, 1 run on 3 hits. Shota Hiramota continues to throw for Tokyo, Japan. Japan getting to Marion at 5:30 this morning. Oh, there's a line drive toward right field, but coming over about 6 steps, making the catch is Ishigaki. 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's going to be DeAndre Rodriguez. DeAndre struck out looking his first time up. That was back in the second inning. Foul ball. So there's 1 out. This is a tournament that will see 4 games today, 4 games on Saturday, 5 games on Sunday. It's elimination day. Double elimination tournament, so each team guaranteed at least 3 games except for the 2 teams that received first round byes. And that pitch hits Rodriguez up on the left shoulder. So Austin Bazan is the batter as he digs in. Bazan was hit by pitch, and he scored the lone run for Palmview, Texas, back in the second inning.
Now batting, right fielder, number 10, Austin Bazan.
He scored on the RBI triple from the catcher, Martin Moreno. 1 ball, no strike with 1 out. So Bazan, who bats from the right side with a runner aboard. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here immortal. Curve ball. Taken for a ball and a stolen base by Rodriguez. He slides headfirst into second easily. Called strike. 61 from Hiramoto. So Bazan with the runner in scoring position. Looking for the 2-2. Holds off. The runner takes off for third, and he slides in. So Rodriguez has put himself in good position at third base. And Austin Bazan, the batter, facing a 3-2 pitch with the tying run 90 feet away. Outfield playing deep with 1 down. Even with the bag at the corners. Infield comes in. They want to cut down that runner. Chopper right back to first. Pitcher looks him back. Throws to first. Here comes the runner. The throw not in. Gets away from the catcher. An errant throw. And here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Palmview, Texas has tied the game. So it went 1-3 on the putout. That's out number 2. And then Rodriguez is able to score on the throw to first.
Now batting, the catcher, number 21, Martin Moreno.
That ties us up here in the fourth inning. Smart running by Rodriguez at third. He waited on the throw. He came about a quarter of the way down the line, and as soon as Hiramoto threw it to first, he took off for home. And the throw from Ishigaki was just a bit wide, and that allowed Rodriguez to score. Thought there might be a play at the plate, but smart running scores the run and ties the game 2-2. So Japan with 2 runs on 1 hit. Texas now has scored 2 runs on 3 hits. We're tied 2-2. This is lifted on the infield towards short. Going back for it, Kawaguchi. Oops, second baseman Taniguchi makes the catch for the third out. 1 run comes across, and that was Rodriguez who ties the game as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Tokyo, Japan coming to the plate here. Game number 2 of your 2024 Colt League World Series. Back in Marion, Illinois, Mountain Dew Park. We're heading to the 5th inning. Game number 2 in a 2-2 ball game. Tokyo, Japan, and Palmview, Texas tied. And Tokyo, Japan coming to the plate here in the top of the 5th. New pitcher now for Palmview, Texas. It's going to be Fabrizio Salinas, the new pitcher in relief of Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. So defensively,
Leading off the top half of the 5th inning for Tokyo, Japan, third baseman, number 1, Hironobu Gucci.
first pitch is a strike. Strike 2. 0-2. And that pitch misses for ball 1. It is going to be Noguchi here to lead things off. Taniguchi. And then Nakaashi. If anybody gets on, Soshi Ishigaki. 2-2 ball game. Top of the 5th inning. Salinas. The pitch just misses outside. Runs the count full. 3-2. Outfield straight away. Even with the bag at third. Rodriguez is the and the pitch misses, and the walk issued to Noguchi. Hironobu Noguchi picks up the walk to lead here in the 5th inning. Kosuke Taniguchi, the batter.
Kosuke Taniguchi.
Kosuke, the second baseman. He's walked. And he singled. So Salinas from the stretch gets his sign. Soft toss to first base to check the runner. And Noguchi back. Some defensive changes for Palmview, Texas. We'll see if we can pick those up for you coming up. Check the runner once again. Noguchi, the runner at first. Great speed. So you have to keep him honest at first. Salinas looks in, takes a peek at first. He comes set. The right-hander on the third base side of the rubber comes home. Ball gets past the catcher. He can't find it. Still can't find it. It's all the way to the backstop, and that allows Noguchi to go from first to third. The ball just under the glove of Moreno, and he jumped up looking for it, but it had rolled all the way back to the backstop. And so now, with nobody out, Tokyo, Japan threatening here once again in a 2-2 ball game. Go ahead, run just 90 feet away, check swing. They say he didn't go around, so ball. 2-1. Kosuke Taniguchi. He hits from the left side. Takes that one high. 1. Lopez is at short defensively. And that was a 4-pitch walk issued to Taniguchi. So runners at the corners. And it's going to be Rodai Nakaoshi. And I think that may be it for Fabrizio Salinas. As head coach Ruben Lopez comes out. Looks like he's just going to have a conversation with his infielders. They're all gathered around him. Coming up, Game 3 be approximately 45 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Will feature the West Zone champion Covina, California squad. And they'll be taking on Caribbean squad from Masaya, Nicaragua. Again, that'll be approximately 45 minutes at the conclusion of this game. And then to wrap up the game tonight, Team Marion will take on Monterrey, Mexico. Mexico, the Mexico Zone qualifier. Here's the pitch. Ball, runner takes off for second. They cut off the throw to keep the runner at third. So Taniguchi picks up the stolen base.
Number 18, Rodai.
Nakaoshi hits from the right side. Runners at second and third. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike. Cut the outside corner. 82-mile-an-hour pitch from Fabricio Salinas. Salinas steps off. The left fielder way deep in left. This is a little slap, pop, fly in foul territory that Liendo couldn't get to. Hunter Liendo at first. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third for Japan. The pitch to Nakaoshi. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's from Salinas. Right back up the middle. Salinas gets a glove on it. Falls to his feet, gets up, throws to first. Good play. Salinas. 1-3 on the putout. And that is out number 1. And that's going to bring up Soshi Ishigaki.
Now batting, right fielder, number 17, Soshi Ishigaki.
Ishigaki was hit by a pitch and stranded. And he popped out to first his last time up. But he's got a RBI opportunity here with 1 down in the top of the 5th inning in a 2-2 ball game. Pops this one right side toward the stands. About 8 rows deep. In section 112 here at Mountain Dew Park. 85 degrees here in Marion. It means it's about 10 to 15 degrees warmer on the turf here at Mountain Dew Park. Probably pushing around 100 or so. It's fouled to the right side once again. The nice thing, if you get a foul ball here at Mountain Dew Park during the Colt World Series, one of the corporate sponsors is Culver's, and you get a token that you can go get an ice cream from Culver's. Missing outside with the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Custard, frozen custard. Sounds good. I wish they hit a foul ball up here. I just have to find somebody to go get the custard for me. Here's the pitch outside. 2-2. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. A 2-2 ball game. Japan threatening. Runners at second and third. The pitch from Salinas. Hit towards second. Can't get the throw to the plate to come down the course from third. Japan has taken a 3-2 lead on the sacrifice ground out by Soshi Ishigaki. It goes 4-3 on the putout for out number 2. And the runner at second advances to third. So 3-2, Tokyo, Japan, here in the 5th inning. Shota Hiramoto, the batter at the plate. The runner at third takes the first pitch for a called strike. Hiramoto here in this game. Grounded out to short. He's walked and was stranded back in the 4th inning. Bats here in the 5th. Chopper, pitcher grabs it, Takes a couple of steps toward first, flips it over 1-3 on the putout. But Japan, they push one run across here in the fifth inning, and they lead it 3-2. Palmview, Texas is coming to the plate here in the fifth. This is game number 2 of the 2024 Colt League World Series. Palmview, Texas bats here in the bottom of the fifth inning. They trail it by 1. It's 3-2. Tokyo, Japan, the one-run lead. Plainview, top of the order to start things here in the fifth inning. It'll be Santiago, Balderas, Fabrizio Salinas, and then Alexis Lopez. If anybody gets on, Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. Shota Hiramoto continues to throw. He's up to about 30 pitches. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1. Outfield straight away for Team Japan. Liner toward short. Oh, just over the glove of the shortstop Kamaguchi. He took 2 steps to his left and made a jump, but just couldn't get the glove on it. So a hard single to left to start things off for South Zone champion Palmview, Texas. That's going to bring up Fabrizio Salinas.
Number 23.
Salinas,
Fabrizio Salinas.
he singled his first time up. Popped out to third. He bats here in the fifth. It's 1 for 2. Curveball in for a strike and a beauty. Shota Hiramoto. They check the runner at first. He's able to. Coming up, game 3. Covina, California, the West Zone champion. Getting ready to take on Masaya, Nicaragua. This one's driven in the air toward right. About 5 steps back. Ishigaki makes the catch. 1 down. Keeps the runner at first. And that is going to be Alexis Lopez.
Shortstop, number 6, Alexis Lopez.
Lopez here today. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first, struck out in the third. Bats here in the fifth. Trailing by 1. Runner kind of deep going to second. Ground ball back to the pitcher. The runner at first in Balderez had taken a couple of steps and then stopped. And he had just kept the put out to get the runner at second. Valdez was third.
Now batting.
5-4 on the put out.
Number 3.
That's 2 outs.
Rodriguez.
Gilberto Rodriguez Jr., the batter. So he hits from the right side. Gilberto today popped out to left, singled, and he bats here with the runner at first and 2 down. Late in the game, it's the bottom of the 5th. These games only 7-inning games. Good evening or afternoon, wherever you're at, wherever you're watching from here this evening. Of course, tonight, opening ceremonies of the Olympics. Curveball. Oh, what a good pitch. Big swooping curveball from Hiramota. And Rodriguez Jr. went after it. Didn't get anything. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fastball. Tried to catch a corner. And misses. Runs a count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner aboard at first. Fastball down the middle, fouled straight back. And it hits in the sweet seating just to our right.
Please return all foul balls. Please dug out to that fine gentleman in the black shirt for a token for free Culver's ice cream.
Here comes the pitch, curveball, lined right back up the middle, base hit for Gilberto Rodriguez. And they get the runner who tried to stretch it. That was Lopez. So it's going to be a single, and the put out gets the runner at third. And that was a base running error by Palmview, Texas, to end the bottom of the 5th inning. So Tokyo, Japan holds on to a 1-run lead, and they're coming to the plate here in the top of the 6th inning. They lead it 2-1. Correction, 3-2. As we head to the top of the 6th inning. Game number 2 of your 2024 Colt League World Series. One pitch, and Kenshiro Matsao is in on the single and into throwing error to lead things off. So it'll be a single and an error. And that's going to bring up Ro Suzuki. We have a defensive substitution coming in, as it is going to be number 33, Darren Vasquez, that goes to left field.
Now playing left field for Palmview, Texas, number 33, Darren Vasquez.
Vasquez in left, Balderas in center. That's Santiago. And then we have Gonzalez in right, Rodriguez at third. Valdez is at second, Liendo at first. Moreno still continues to catch for Palmview, Texas. Ryo Suzuki at the plate. Right up on top of the plate, takes one over the top that he ducks out of the way. The runner at second in Matsao. Japan looking to extend this lead here. They are on top 3-2. Moreno needs to go talk to his pitch. Salinas is up to 26 pitches. Suzuki 0 for 2 today. This one's hit toward left. The catch made by Vasquez. It's funny how that you come to a ball game like that, the ball will find you. And Darren Vasquez makes the catch for the first out. So the number 9 hitter, Japan, Isa Kawaguchi, comes to the plate.
Number 6, Isa Kawaguchi.
Kawaguchi from the right side, squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball inside. Japan with 3 runs on just 1 hit. They've committed 1 error. Texas has 2 runs on 5 hits. Been a good ball game. Tight ball game as Selena steps off. The runner at second, Matsao. Salinas comes set. The pitch up high. Ball 2, 2-0. Our schedule running about an hour behind. If you didn't hear, game number 1 went 10 innings. That pitch inside. And the Eurozone champion, Prague Republic, picks up a 10-6 win. They scored 4 runs in the 10th inning over Bay County. Czech Republic had a 6-0 lead at the end of 4 innings. Bay County came back to tie it in the 5th inning, remained tied at 6 until the when the Czech Republic scored 4. They win it in 10 innings, a game that took just a little over 3 hours to complete. And that pushed the start of this game back. He allowed about 45 minutes between games for teams to get warmed up. Full count now to Kawaguchi at the plate with the runner at second. The pitch, line toward left, base hit. That's not going to allow the runner at second and Matsuo to score. He winds up at third, but a hard hit line drive base hit by Kawaguchi. And now runners at the corners for Japan with just 1 out. In the top of the order, Yusei Nagatoma will come to the plate.
Now batting center fielder, Yuji Nakatoma.
So runners at the corner with one down. Rodriguez is in at third base, about 2 steps in front of the bag. Shaded just off the line. And Leendo holds the runner at first. 1 ball, no strike with 1 out. Fabrizio Salinas, the right-hander. Comes set, the pitch, off the plate, the runner at first in Kamaguchi. Easily gets into second base. So now both runners in scoring. Nagatoma at the plate. Fouls that one off. Two balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Salinas. Chopper, left side, fielded by the first baseman. The runner comes off. They throw to third. They throw it away. 1 run is going to score. And they're going to hold up the runners at second and third. And that will be there will be a fielder's choice for Nagatoma. As he reaches on the fielder's choice, Matsuo scores from third. And Kamaguchi winds up at third. And on the throw that got past the third, Nagatoma winds up at second. And so Hironobu Noguchi comes to the plate, and we have a 4-2 ball game. Tokyo, Japan scored 2 runs in the third. They scored 1 in the fifth. They scored 1 here in the 6th inning in a 4-2 ball game. That was the 3rd error now on Palmview, Texas. And despite out-hitting Team Japan 5-2, those errors have allowed runs to score, and Japan leads it 4-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. These games only go 7 innings, so it's late in the game. It looks like the closer for Japan making his toward the bullpen in right field as Yuga Nume sprints his way to the bullpen in right center field. So he wants to hurry up and get up. So at the plate now, Hironobu Noguchi at the plate. Looks at a strike right down the middle for strike 1. 1 down, runners at second and third for Japan. Nagatoma, the runner at second. Kamaguchi, the runner at third. 0-1. Inside from Fabrizio Salinas. Salinas looks at the runner at third. Ground ball, finds the hole left side. That's going to score 1. They at third, of RBI base hits for Noguchi as he drives in Isa Kamaguchi from third. 5-2 now. Tokyo. And now, Kosuke Taniguchi at the plate. They throw down to try to get the runner at second. They did not. So a stolen base by Noguchi. Kosuke Taniguchi today has walked, has an RBI, a 2-run RBI, and so very productive at the plate for Tokyo, Japan. And with runners at second and third now, the pitch from Salinas, driven in the air towards center. And the left fielder and the center fielder come together. They make the catch, but the throw to third in time completes the double play. 1 run scores.
No count. Run does not count.
Run does not count. They say did not cross the plate in time. So F8 on the putout for out number 2. And then they gunned down the runner at second. So that went 8-5 on the putout. And that ends the 6th inning. So 2-run score for Japan. And they lead it 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Mountain Dew Park. This is game number 2 of the Colt League World Series. Bottom of the 6th inning, and Palmview, Texas needs 3 runs to tie. They trail it 5-2. Tokyo, Japan has a new pitcher here in the 6th inning. Ichihide Sakia is the new right-handed pitcher. Ichihide Sakia, the right-hander. Curveball up high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Japan has scored 5 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. Palmview, Texas, 2 runs on 5 hits. They've committed 3 errors here today. Suzuki in left, Nagatoma in. Takashima is in right field. In the dirt, 2 balls and 1 strike. Noguchi at third, Kamaguchi at short, Taniguchi at second, Nakaoshi at first, Matsuo behind the plate in the walk to lead things off for Palmview, Texas. Gael Silva will come to the plate now for Palmview. Gael popped out twice, once to center, once to right.
Hunter Lindo.
Nope, I'm sorry, number 11. Hunter Liendo. Ball hits the dirt and a force out on the bunt attempt. They force out the runner, so fielder's choice for Liendo. Caught me with my head down trying to fix my score sheet. But they go 2-6 on the put out for out number 1 at second. Liendo on the fielder's choice, the runner at first. And that brings up the number 7 hitter, left fielder, DeAndre Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks at ball 1 from Sakia. Today, Rodriguez is struck out looking. He was hit by a pitch, and he scored one of the 2 runs for Palmview, Texas. Pitch right down the pipe, 73 mile an hour. From the right-hander, Ichihide Sakia. Sakia's pitch up high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Gotta say, it's remained pretty cloudy here in Marion today. It's kind of holding the temperatures down. Right now, it's 87 degrees. So 3 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. The runner at first in Liendo. That one misses inside, so a walk, 2 walks issued here by Sakia here in the 6th inning. DeAndre Rodriguez winds up at first, and that's going to bring up Austin Bazan. Correction, Fernando Gonzalez. Gonzalez at the plate, bats from the right side, pops this one foul. Fernando wears number 8. Fernando from Alton, Texas. '15-year-old. So this tournament is 16U baseball, so that can be 13, 14, 15, and 16-year-olds. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out, 2 on for Texas. 1 hopper toward second. They flip to second for 1 to throw on to first. Oh, just couldn't be scooped by Nakaoshi. So the fielder's choice. They get the runner. So it went 4-3. 4-6 for out number 2 at second. Martin Marino, who had a triple earlier, the catcher, the big guy, legged down a triple as he blasted one toward the wall in right center field. Comes to the plate now with runners at the corners. There's 2 down. Moreno bats from the right side. He shows bunt. Sakia comes home. Runner takes off for second. He slides in head first. In Gonzalez. So now, 2 runners in scoring position. Palmview needs a couple of runs. They trail it 5-2 here in bottom of the 6th inning. Again, these games only go 7 innings, except for game 1 that went 10. There's the pitch. Slow curve. Overhand curveball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Game number 1, Prague, Czech Republic scores 4 in the 10th to win it, 10-6. That's fouled straight back. So they advance on, and they actually get tomorrow off. They won't play again until Sunday in the late game. Called strike 3, gets Moreno as Sakia is the outside corner. Moreno could just stand and watch it. And that ends the threat for Palmview, Texas in the 6th inning. And Tokyo, Japan coming to the plate here in the top of the 7th inning. They're the visiting team, but they have a 5-2 lead over Palmview, Texas in Game 2 of this 2024 Colt League World Series. Top of the 7th inning here in game number 2 of this 2024 Colt League World Series. I'm Dave McKenzie. Thanks to everybody that's watching right now on our YouTube channel. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Palmview needs a hold here in the top of the 9th, and they're going to Rabath Vargas, the right-hander, to come in and try and shut down Tokyo, Japan here in this top of the 7th inning. So for Tokyo, Japan, Radai Nakaashi is the batter. Oh, they've got a pinch hitter. Let's get that. Kamaguchi. Nope, that's the wrong one. Kuwamara. Sota Kuwamara is the pinch hitter. Kuamara looking at a 2-1 pitch from Rabath Vargas. Vargas, the right-hander, right down the middle. Strike. Threw that one 76 miles an hour. The winner of this game will advance to play at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against Youngstown, Ohio. One of 2 teams to get a first-round bye. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Vargas, 76 on the gun, strikes out Kuwamara for the first out. Soshi Ishigaki.
Number 7, Sotaro.
Another pinch hitter. Sutaro Takashima. Sutaro Takashima. So write that down. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. That one catches the outside corner from Vargas. So Japan has scored 5 runs on 3 hits. Palmview, Texas scored 2 runs on 5 hits. But they've committed 3 errors here this afternoon. And that's played into the scoring for Team Japan, which is impressive. Japan, if you missed it earlier, they did not get here into Marion until about 5:30 this morning. Ground ball right back up the middle, base hit into center field for Takashima. And that is going to bring Shota Hiramoto to the plate. But they had not all, the whole team couldn't, for the international teams, I think all of them were not able to all get on the same flight, so they had split flights, 2 planes. You got to remember all the logistics of trying to get these international teams here. And Japan had 2 flights from Japan. Both of the flights were supposed to land in St. Louis, but the second plane late last night got diverted to Chicago, so last-minute adjustments had to be made to go to Chicago and bus the guys down here to Marion. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. So they didn't get to Marion until 5:30. Now, you can get a good 5-hour nap on a bus from Chicago if you can sleep on a bus. But they were here at the ballpark at first pitch for this morning watching. Of course, there's all sorts of paperwork that has to be completed, rosters, all the documentation that has to be provided here to Steve Miller and his staff for the tournament to compete, and all that's taking place as the ball misses up high. And he walks. So that is going to bring Kenshiro Matsuo to the plate.
Now batting, number 16, Tomoki Tanabe.
So number 16 is the pinch hitter, Tomoki Tanabe. Tanabe comes in place of Kenshiro Matsuo. Called strike. No balls and 2 strikes. So with 1 out, runners at first and second, Runner at second. Sakia, the runner at first. That pitch misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So, Vargas from the stretch comes home. All hung up, and Tanabe slaps that one foul down the right field line. Vargas, that's pitch is fouled. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runners at first and second. The pitch stays up for Vargas for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breeze has died down just a touch. As it's late afternoon, 3:30 Central Time. Curveball misses high. 2-2. Full count, 3-2 with 1 out. Vargas, Rabath Vargas, who here, the top of the 7th, steps off. Covina, California, and Nicaragua getting ready to square off in Game 3. Here's a 3-2, line towards center, drops in for a base hit. Here comes the runner from second to throw to the plate. Not in time. Scoring. Takashima all the way from second. An RBI base hit. Tanabe. As that scores Takashima all the way from second base. Hiramoto stays second, so runners at first and second, and now Ryo Suzuki, the batter for Team Japan. They lead at 6-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. Vargas, curveball. Chop foul down the third baseline. So the runners return. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Catches the outside corner for strike 3. Caught Suzuki looking. Just hung right out off that edge outside corner. To Kamaguchi.
Number 6.
Kamaguchi with 2 down. 2 aboard. Base hit may score another one, as they have runners at first and second. Coming up, though, for Palmview, it's the top of the order. Balderas, Salinas, and Lopez are scheduled to appear. Here's the pitch. Curveball way up high. That time, I think Vargas lost his footing. Mentioned it a little bit earlier. It's kind of odd. Most AstroTurf fields have dirt pitching mounts. Here at Mountain Dew Park, it is a carpet. AstroTurf pitching mound, so sometimes the footing can be a little slippery, and it does take some getting used to. For many of these ball players, never played a baseball game on turf. So it does take a little getting used to. Ball gets to you a little quicker on the ground. Pitching's a little slippery. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Inside walks Kamaguchi. So the bases are juiced. The top of the order now for Tokyo, Japan. Yusei Nagatoma. Nagatoma has grounded out. He's walked. He's grounded out. And he hit into a fielder's choice. And now Ruben Lopez is going to make a change. Bringing in Alexis Lopez. Alexis Lopez comes in to replace Rabath Vargas. This will be the 5th pitcher for Palmview, Texas here this afternoon.
Now pitching for Palmview, Texas, number 6, Alexis.
Alexis Lopez is the new pitcher for Palmview, Texas. 6-2 is our score here in the top of the 7th inning. Japan with the bases loaded with 2 outs. And at the plate, it's the top of the order, Yusei Nagatoma. Nagatoma here, as we mentioned, grounded out, walked, grounded out, reached on a fielder's choice. And he bats here with the bases loaded, 2 out, facing new pitcher Alexis Lopez. Lopez, a right-hander. Works from the first base side of the rubber, from the stretch. The pitch. Pop foul just to our left. So game number 1 went 10 innings. Just over 3 hours. In this game, 2.5 hours. Ground ball, right side. Valdez gloves. Throws to first in time to retire Yusei Nagatoma. 4-3 on the put out. 3 up, 3 down. Or excuse me, 3 down here. Top of the 7th. And Tokyo, Japan trying to close out their opening game win as we head to the bottom of the 7th. It'll be the top of the order for Palmview, Texas. And they trail 6-2 here at the Colt World Series. Bottom of the 7th, do or die time now for Palmview, Texas. They need 4 runs to tie. They need 5 runs to win. And it's going to be the top of the order. And at the plates for Palmview, pinch hitter for Santiago Balderas. Looks like it's number 42, Rabath Vargas. He bats here. He bats here in the bottom of the 7th inning for Santiago Balderas. Ichihide Sakia continues to throw for new pitcher for Tokyo, Japan. Soshi Ishigaki. Ishigaki, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets Vargas on. He tied him. Got him to swing. And the first out on the strikeout. Fabricio Salinas. Salinas is singled. He's popped out twice. And he bats here for the 4th time. Bottom of the 7th. Palmview, Texas needs runners. And the first pitch from Ishigaki is in the dirt for ball 1. Japan has scored 6 runs on 5 hits. They've committed 1 error. Palmview, Texas, 2 runs on 5 hits. They trail it 6-2. That's popped up on the infield. Kawaguchi calls for it, comes in, makes the catch over the left shoulder. It's a 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 6, Alexis Lopez.
So at the plate now, Alexis Lopez. He pops this on the right side. Who's going to take it? Right fielder. Makes the catch. And that's the ball game. Japan wins game number 2. 6-2 the final score. 2 hours and 39 minutes is the game time.
Your official game time, 2 hours, 41 minutes. And we thank you for attending today's game 2 of the 2024
6-2 the final score. 6 runs on 5 hits for Japan. 1 error. 2 runs on 5 hits.
Tokyo, Japan, 6. And the South Zone champion from Palmview, Texas, 2.
2-5-3. So Japan, as we look at our bracket here, Japan wins it 6-2. They advance